Hey, what's up, guys? It's Divided We Fall here, and I have came across a bunch of vintage postcards of the exposition, all the different expos and World's Fairs and shit. Anyway, check this out. So, what's on the screen right now is some grocery store advertisement of, I guess, Washington or whatever. But anyway, it's weird how how they're like trying to tie this all together, or they did try and tie it all together. Anyway, this is a World's Fair, our Columbian Expo, and then in a little bit, I'll get into some handwritten actual 1893 and thereabouts 1890 or whatever of the I mean there it's a picture of the exposition, and then it's written on there, so, and it's mailed from, like, to France or Germany or whatever, from wherever it's at. Anyway, so this is in. I wanted to note a few things here. Let's look at this. What is that? Lady Liberty? I don't know. She's got a gold bustier on her. Look at this fasces she's carrying. That's one hell of a weapon, right there. That's like an energy weapon, and if you don't know what it is. And notice, then she's got this globe. So they're pushing the globe model right now. And so there's just all this, right? The globe model. And then down, and then this looks like the pool in front of the White House. And weird looking, what do you call those? Like the Washington Monument, the tall thing, whatever. Anyway, so then it's got this. I tried to read it. I can't really. Maybe someone else can, but it says World's Fair, blah, blah, blah. I can't read the years, but anyway. So it has George Washington here, and it does have the Capitol here and here, and this is supposed to be. I don't know. I just don't know the timeline they're going by. And then these flags here, I wanted to note, have 50 stars on them. I don't know if 1893, if there was 50 states by then or whatever. It seemed like that'd be colonial times. Anyway, so okay, let's keep going here. Let's see. Sorry. So yeah, how do I keep going here? Here's some World's Fair pictures. So I want to order one of these. Look, $80 right here. Let's look at it. Now these are all pictures of New York's World's Fair in 1939, and they're actual photos, and they're much cheaper. But I mean, they're much cheaper, but I mean, I'm not sure if they've been written on or not, which really doesn't matter. Anyway, let's look close up on this. Okay, so as you can see, if it's it is the 1939 New York's World's Fair. I think that's the one where it has the two saucer looking things that, like in Men in Black, they used them as they were actual ships. Remember that? That was weird and stupid. Anyway, it looks like some of these are pictures up here. And what have we got? If not, they're near picture. They're pictures, those ones. And some of these color ones, even if it says that it's a. I want to see this one. And I don't think I can get any bigger. Oh, maybe I can. So, what is that? What airport is this right here? Can you? I can't read that. That sucks. But do you recognize it? It's bizarre, man. Like, did we have planes like that back then? I don't know. And then here, this looks like this. Shit, sorry, guys. This looks like the same thing. Look, right here. Same shape and stuff. So, I don't know what those two buildings have in common or whatever, but it's a trip. And then, let's see, we can keep going over New York World's Fair. What is this before the White House? And then what's this? A luge? See, that's where I don't know if you can see my magnifying glass. Is that a luge? If you know what that is, I don't know. And I don't know when they came up with electricity, but you know, these are all postcards that they have bundles of them of people. They are written on and shit. So you know, like, okay, what's this? I mean, there's lights all over. This is like there is Luna and I don't know. I'm kind of talking up my ass, but I'm not sure there was 4 different things or something. Here's a photograph. Sorry, I can't turn them up right or see them very well, to be honest with you. Oh, here's Japan. Look, and the Japanese flag. Anyway, alright, I'll go to something else because it's hard to see these. Okay, look at this. Like, these are pictures. I'm not sure. That doesn't look really as grand as New York World's Fair. Yeah, these are photographs. 1939 is way after when they took care of the. I think as when they wiped the cities. Like, I have. Here's vintage 1893 Chicago World's Fair. This is interesting. It's a giant poster and it says play, see, here, and then I don't know what that one would be. Okay, so here's a view of the Loop, Chicago and Chicago River in Chicago, Illinois. This is all built out. So this is 1893 Chicago, right here. Okay, so I don't get this. Oh, and here's always like, it's like they added at the end this. It's really 934. 934. It's not 1934. Because look at this thing. It's like just a little afterthought. It's weird. You know what I mean if you're into this stuff. Okay, here's another one. This is also in 1893. Wild Roads. These weird poles right here coming out that are on the man-made beach. And then these things like 4 or 5 lane highways. I mean, you know, in 1893, what? That's just insane. And look at these skyscrapers too. Looks like freaking where they do the Grand Prix. Okay, and then here's just a painting, Chicago. Um, they are showing. That's weird. This just like here's some Antiquitech device. It's huge. It's like a lighthouse looking thing. And then look at, see, I think these things that I'm pointing at on the top here are balloon, like zeppelins and balloons, landing ports where people can get off and come down. And there's pictures of it on the World Trade Center. And then it's weird, this is banded with steel in a fascist way, like a fascist, whatever. Um, and then there's this thing right here. First of all, they have a gigantic water feature, huge. Because look at the people, and they're not even up to it. A huge golden lion, and then this bizarre art part thing. It has like an all-seeing eye on it. Looks like to me. Um, So this is 1893 in Chicago. Look at this. No, hell no. Anyway, okay, let's continue. Chicago again. These are landing pads, or just little these, I think these, in my humble opinion, are collecting electricity, right? And they've got probably a little gold dome up there. It's also again a port for them to be able to land the balloon or just hit the front of the balloons, and then excuse me, the I sound like Joe Biden. Joe Biden. It's the for the blimps, whatever you want to call them, right? So this again, 1833, 1933. It's showing that 100 years, I guess. And the Chicago World's Fair is from May 27th to November 1st. Okay, so June, July, October. So it's for 3 months. And it's ridiculous that it would be for only 3 months. Here's some more pictures. Oh, look at this one, you guys. Wow, that is a cool painting. And these weird statues, man. Like, I don't get it. Fuck. Adults 50 cents, children a quarter. 3 months long just to tear it down. So they're saying this, okay? Like I already showed it to you. Yeah, this is all, they did this with horse and buggy. Come on, man. As Joe Biden would say, come on, man. Anyway. Man, that's some psychedelic. Look at this, how little the people are going in. Can you imagine how big these gold spires are? And this, these are like pictures, they're pictographs that are like etching. And I think there's gotta be a machine. No one can draw things, especially when they do bird's eye views and stuff. It's just, yeah, they've got electric cars and electric trams and all this kind of thing. Here's a map from apparently, well, there's steamships, etc. And then I guess this is the LaSalle River. Okay, I don't, I'm not sure if I don't know a lot about Chicago, but yeah. So this is already in 1893 built the fuck out, right? Already. So, and then it looks like it kind of got bombed out, and then they rebuilt because it was, I'm sure, a fabulous city and stuff. Here's another one, just promoting Chicago. And there's the man-made beach with all these huge skyscrapers and whatnot, and places again for the blimps to land. I should put that up for you. Yeah, and here they're showing the spires where they can collect the etheric energy out of the atmosphere, atmospheric energy, or electricity. Let's see what else we got here, guys. We already looked at those. What's this? It's kind of a cool painting. Okay, it doesn't that look a lot like New York Central Park right here? It looks a lot like Central Park to me. I'd never been to New York. I don't know. Yeah, it's definitely there's a like this is a red brick, and then look, it still has the time to put in the black obelisk or whatever the fuck it is. But yeah, there's a lot of landing platforms for people to get on and off the zeppelins or whatever the fuck they're called, blimps. So these are just painting. Wow, does that look like New York? Do they still have do they have a park like that in the middle of the city in Chicago like they do in New York? Answer in the comments, please. Okay, so here's the Chicago Transit Authority showing the electric cars and stuff. Chicago with the plane. Look, it even has these ridiculous Mandela affected engines. I remember I would sit like right there. I'd be in a seat. And the engine, you would barely see the front of the engine on the wing. It was below the wing. It wasn't pushed out like it is here. And that's ridiculous, man. What the fuck? It does. The airplanes now, or the jets, or whatever, they don't even look like here even. Um, they look like the engines don't even look like they could fucking. It looks like they would fall off. I don't get it. And then here's on all the buildings have spires and landing things. I think that balloons and blimps are way more cheap fuel and gas or whatever, and so they had to get rid of it. I think all a jet engine does is fucking take in air and shoot it out the back like a giant fan. There's no fuel. They used to be saying that they still do. They say in the wing right here is 80 tons of fuel in the wings. That's where they store the fuel in a jet, in a big airliner jet like that. It's ridiculous. I wish my dad was alive. He was a pilot and shit. I could show him this. He'd be like, hell no. Oh, look at this, guys. Yeah, to me, the Windy City, it looks like a fucking burn. It's being bombed out. It looks like the Twin Tower fucking blowing up right there. But it's like, and this lady's just kicking it. What? I don't get that picture or whatever it is. Another Chicago. These are paintings. I should be probably hurrying up through these. Sorry, guys. Ooh, look at her skirt. So, I guess it wasn't Marilyn Monroe that first did that. Of course not. Okay, so this was 1933. It's always a 33, right? See right here? This is where the blimps land. They just kind of float around it with the tip on there, and then the people get down and they can climb down wherever. Here's a speeding train. The L. That's been around for a long ass time. Let's see if we can see any thing weird about this. Because look at the fucking. This is trippy. Look at the reflection of the block letters Chicago in the water on the fake beach. Or man-made beach. It's trippy. And then like all this. You know what it reminds me of? Look, there's a tower where it lands, and here it's. What? They didn't have this shit all built out then. How? The Magnificent Mile. They want to look at this. It's got the I in Chicago is a fucking a electricity atmospheric. You know, it's a tech. Anyway, Schlitz beer. The Windy City. It's got a couple right there. There. Now they just put them in there just to keep the lie going. These are what I was talking about, man. You can buy. I'm gonna do it too. $100 and you get a lot of 300, and they're already done, like they're filled out and stamped and shit. Let's see if we can look at this. It doesn't matter. So this is a Chicago as well. And I just don't get it, you guys. I don't. And I didn't really want to talk about Chicago. Fuck Chicago. I mean, it's just because I know the least about that. Holland. Okay, here's some other ones. Vintage travel retro postcards. Everything comes in waves. That's, you know what got me to finding this shit? Look. From this right here. Boom. I took a picture of my of this Skype, Facebook, YouTube, and another one, and it's in this time period, and it just blew my mind. Like, it's already happened before once. Okay, here's the. Oh, this is. I guess this is 1893. It's a companion for the youth, and they walk around, and it has like things they can fill out. But yeah, this. Okay. They're saying this shit. 1893. This shit was all built out. Oh, more. I want to check this out. More USA World's Fairs. Oh, that's pretty. Anyway, okay. Here's Seattle, World Fair, New York. 1853. You think they had the. So you think 18 through 53 to 54, do you guys think that they had this kind of technology to make that? It's all glass. And inside of there, you can fit like a bunch of jets and all this kind of stuff. Um, I realize it's just a drawing, but it's a template of the exhibition right there. And that's the exhibition hall. It's something like 1,000,000 square feet, they say. Okay, history of the event. Yeah, here's inside the building, you guys. It's like fucking so big. You couldn't even imagine it. And it's okay, this one 1853 is when this one was, and they're not like hiding it like they are in the exhibition building was 2 stories and 365 feet in diameter. It had a 100-foot high dome that was 365 feet high. It was designed by George whatever, and then some other guy, probably Masons, I'm sure. It's 170,000 square feet with a 93,000 square feet annex. Construction started in 1852. 2 railroads ran by the site, providing transportation for the visitors. The opening ceremony was on July 14th, 1853. Now, do you think that we had time and the ability in 1853 to build all this? And this is all glass, dome and glass, other things. We could build all this in 1853 with horse and buggy. We built all this shit. No fucking way. You know? Like, I just can't believe it. Like, every day there's more and more, there's more and more history of these expositions happening. It's like they're leaking out the past, or we are like Benjamin Button or something. I don't know. I don't know what to fucking think of it. Like, yeah, we built this in 1893, right? Are you kidding me? Look at this. Looks like the pineal gland, too. Your name here. The Palace of Fine Arts. Yeah, we built that with horse and buggy, right, guys? Why can't I see this? There we go. Yeah, we built that with horse and fucking buggy. You gotta be kidding me. And that is not, this is with the Aurora Borealis. This is 1893. There's electricity everywhere. Like, everything's lit up. There's no fucking way. There's just no way. They built this with horse and buggy. Are you kidding me? In 1893? Bullshit. There's just no, I'm calling bullshit. They added some of those flags. I guess oh, here we go. That's pretty cool how that's set up. I've seen it before. Secret bars sits along blah, 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 blah. The Magic City, 1893. Can you believe that, you guys? Wait, what's this? So, okay, it says On the bottom of this, it says Magic City, Chicago World's Fair, whatever, at the Meadowlark 2023. What? last year? What the fuck is that all about? And that is etched. I don't get it, you guys. They are fucking everything all up for confuse us. They dismantled this one and moved it. The reason that thank you is because they want to make me pay to see it, and I don't want to pay. Yeah, that's very castle-like. What one would think a castle looks like. Okay, let's do a couple more, and then I'll stop. These are pictures which are interesting because, like, look at how big they are, the buildings. With horse and buggy, they built this. Before the camera was invented, before cars or anything, they built this. All these buildings, right, for the World's Fair. And they were just temporary, they say. Just temporary. So, no. Sorry. It doesn't pass the sniff test. You know what I'm saying? Look at this. Look at what they had, man. That's fucking badass. This water feature, fountain. The League of Nations. New York World's Fair. I'm not sure which one. But look at the colored waters and light. And then this. What the fuck? That's a weird building. Anyway, here we are back to where we started. So, maybe I'll just call it a video and slap it on there. Wow, that's pretty interesting there. I'll find a nice one to do for my thumbnail. But this is just part one. I'll do the other part later. All right. Have a good day. This divided we fall. I'm out.